Hi guys, just a little review of what's in this particular paper. We're going to go through all the questions just to simulate what you'd do just before you start an examination, just to have a look at the paper and familiarise yourself with the questions. Now this is the C2 examination paper, January 2010, and you've got the usual instructions here, haven't you? And the marks at the end of each question. You need to have good English, an orderly presentation in your answers. So that's what it mentions there. So the first one's on trapezium rule. Generally this type of question takes rather a long time, is rather tedious, but it's not difficult. Question 2 is on trig. These are all very standard trig equations and very easy to solve trig solutions, although again they might be time consuming. So that's question 2 on trig. Question 3 is on geometry of the triangle. Looks like we're going to use the cosine rule because we've got 3 sides and an included angle, and then we'll probably use the sine rule. So this is fairly easy and straightforward to do. No surprises there. 4 APs, and again an AP question, always a nice easy question, a good contender for starting on this one. And similarly, this is a standard bit of bookwork. GPs as well is a very easy question. So 4, 5 and 6 actually, with this straightforward integration of x to a power terms. These are all 3 questions you might think about doing at the very outset of the examination, and then come back to 1, 2 and 3. 6 part B is areas between lines and curves. Again, that's not going to be difficult, although slightly time consuming there. Moving on in the paper now, logs 7. This question looks harder than it is. This is a standard bit of bookwork here, which is very easy to do actually, so check out the video solution there. And again, this question is not very difficult to do. So that's using logs all the way through and properties of logarithms. Then we've got circles and lines. Again, a standard question on that. So there's no surprises really in this paper. Question 9 so far is sectors, area of sectors and segments and triangles. The area of the triangle POQ. So, and then the area of the sector. So you have to bear those things in mind when we do that question. That we've got sectors and triangles. And 10 is on recurrence relations. Not a question to see that often perhaps, but it's fairly straightforward to work your way back from T4 back to T1 using this recurrence relation. And again, check out the video solutions for this. So this is a fairly easy question. So certainly if you wanted to get off to a nice easy start, then a good contenders would be 4, 5 and 6. And that would then leave questions 1, 2 and 3 and 7, 8, 9, 10 to do in the remainder of the examination. So again, it's basically up to you, of course, to decide whether you do them sequentially, or as I prefer sometimes to get off to a good start is to do the easiest few questions first to get those under your belt. Of course, the general tip also applies. If you finish the examination early, then check your solutions and check your workings. It's very easy to check some questions because you just get an answer that can be easily checked. Like these sine ones, once you get answers, you can tap them in and check that they verify the actual equations. So they can be easy to check. The same goes for here. Down here, very easy to check a lot of them actually. So find the value of n if the nth term is 183. So once you've found n, you can check that actually gives 183, can't you, the answer? So you can work your way back in problems and you don't have to necessarily double check the entire question. So that can save a bit of time. And of course when you've double checked the questions, then it's good practice if you've still got some time to triple check them and not to waste a minute of the 1.5 hours that you've got to do this examination. So all the best then guys, and this paper's no surprises in it really, fairly bog standard and straightforward. So I'll catch you again in another section. Cheers!